Hello everyone, Joel here. Some weeks ago, we have finally refreshed our memories with some of the best open-world RPGs that you should play. However, with the video only consists of 15 games and some controversial pick, it feels like I have to make an ultimate list for this genre. With that in mind, this time we will talk about some of the best open-world RPGs of all time that are worth playing in 2026. Some of you might disagree with my list, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, we all have our own opinion. Before we go into the list, I want to give you my recommendation for some of the best deals in instant gaming right now, especially if you're tight on budget. We knew that instant gaming always give us so many crazy deals for your favorite games, like these titles for example. I mean, can you believe these prices? If you love RPGs, there's no way you never heard of these masterpieces, and to think that you can get them under $10 or even $5, it's an absolute steal. All you have to do is just click my link in the description below, start searching for your favorite games and use the activation code on your chosen platform. By using my link, you're not only saving tons of money, but also helping me to support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Rise of the Ronin is an underappreciated action RPG that shows Team Ninja confidently stepping into open-world design. Set in mid-19th century Japan, the story follows a wandering samurai searching for their lost twin amid political conflict and social change. While player choice rarely alters major events, the historical framing and character interactions remain engaging. Exploration across Yokohama, Edo, and Kyoto is dense with meaningful activities that support progression and character growth. Combat is fast, flexible, and approachable, built around parrying, stances, and varied weapons. Despite uneven difficulty and technical issues, its systems, setting, and combat depth make it well worth trying. The Outer Worlds 2 is a confident sequel that refines Obsidian's strengths rather than reinventing them. Set in the Arcadia system, the story leans harder into political conflict, asking players to navigate flawed factions and uncomfortable moral choices that feel more grounded than the first game's satire-heavy approach. Exploration across its planets remains engaging thanks to strong world building and well-written companions who reflect the ideologies at play. Combat is noticeably improved with better movement, more interesting weapons, and deeper customization supporting varied playstyles. Progression shines through its perks and flaws system, making character build feel personal, replayable, and consistently rewarding despite uneven pacing and enemy variety. Gothic 2 is a demanding RPG that rewards patience with depth and freedom rarely seen in its era. Continuing directly from the first game, its story places players back into a harsh world where progress must be earned through effort, reputation, and smart choices. The open-ended quest design allows multiple solutions, while faction paths meaningfully shape progression, dialogue, and playstyle. Combat is unforgiving early on, but character growth gradually transforms weakness into competence. Despite clunky controls and a dated interface, the living world, strong sense of consequence, and slow-burning progression create an experience that feels grounded and personal, making Gothic 2 a standout for players who value immersion over convenience. Final Fantasy XV is an ambitious JRPG that succeeds most when it focuses on its core cast. The road trip structure places Noctis and his companions at the center of the experience, and their constant interactions give the story a sense of continuity even when the main plot feels uneven. The world of Lucis encourages exploration through travel, hunts, and side quests that steadily support progression. Combat embraces real-time action with fluid movement and team abilities, though it lacks mechanical depth over time. While pacing problems and late-game linearity hold it back, its character-driven design and atmosphere make it worth revisiting. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen remains a distinctive RPG that stands apart through its systems-driven design. Set in the land of Grand Seas, the story is simple but functional, giving players room to define their own journey through exploration and combat. Its world encourages experimentation, supported by a flexible class system and a unique pawn mechanic that deepens progression and party strategy. Combat is the game's strongest feature, allowing players to climb enemies, exploit elemental weaknesses, and adapt freely to encounters. With the Dark Arisen expansion, quality of life improvements, and strong performance, this is the most complete version of a cult classic still worth experiencing. Dragon Age Inquisition is a confident return to large-scale RPG design, built around the idea that player time should always matter. You lead a growing organization in a world fractured by war and supernatural threats, and nearly every quest fits directly into that sense of expansion. Its open regions reward curiosity with meaningful progression, tying exploration and side content to story advancement through smart resource systems. Combat balances tactical oversight with direct control, making battles flexible and engaging. While the central narrative struggles to maintain focus, strong companions, deep customization, and the steady growth of your influence turn Inquisition into an absorbing journey defined by player choice rather than plot alone. Horizon Forbidden West stands as a benchmark for modern open-world action RPG design, blending spectacle with strong mechanical depth. Aloy's journey pushes forward a clear, high-stakes narrative while remaining welcoming to newcomers through careful pacing and character-driven storytelling. Its world is dense and deliberately crafted, rewarding exploration with meaningful upgrades, lore, and optional challenges rather than empty space. Combat thrives on preparation and precision, encouraging players to exploit enemy parts, elemental weaknesses, and diverse weapon styles. Progression feels consistently impactful through skill trees, gear crafting, and side quests that respect player time. The result is a polished, engaging experience that rarely loses momentum. Hogwarts Legacy delivers the long-awaited fantasy of living as a student in the wizarding world, and it largely succeeds by committing fully to that experience. Its open world captures Hogwarts and its surrounding regions with impressive detail, encouraging exploration through secrets, side quests, and meaningful rewards. Spell-based combat is fast, flexible, and surprisingly deep, rewarding experimentation and smart positioning over simple button mashing. Progression steadily expands your abilities through new spells, talents, and gear, giving a strong sense of growth. While technical issues, enemy repetition, and a loose main story hold it back, the overall experience remains consistently engaging and hard to put down. The Fall of Avalon is an ambitious open-world RPG that stands out through atmosphere, theme, and mechanical intent. Its Arthurian setting leans heavily into decline and moral uncertainty, framing quests and choices around survival, sacrifice, and the cost of holding a nation together. Exploration rewards curiosity with dense lore and meaningful decisions, while first-person combat blends stamina management, positioning, and gradual power growth into a satisfying progression curve. Systems like crafting, skills, and magic are uneven but flexible, encouraging experimentation. Though technical issues and balance problems remain, its strong identity and post-launch support make it a compelling experience that continues to improve over time. Where Winds Meet is an ambitious open-world action RPG that delivers far more than expected from a free-to-play release. Set in 10th century China, its story-driven campaign is supported by strong world building, frequent cutscenes, and a steady sense of momentum. Exploration feels rewarding thanks to dense regions filled with meaningful side quests, world bosses, and faction activities. Combat is the clear highlight, offering deep wuxia-style systems built around varied weapons, martial arts sets, and flexible progression. While technical rough edges and light grind exist, the fair monetization, sheer content volume, and engaging gameplay make Where Winds Meet a standout experience worth committing to. Dying Light the Beast refocuses the series by pulling back excess power and leaning harder into survival horror. Returning protagonist Kyle Crane feels more vulnerable, and that change reshapes the entire experience. The open world of Castor Woods emphasizes tension through resource management, tougher stamina limits, and a more dangerous day and night cycle. Parkour and melee combat remain sharp, but every encounter demands planning rather than brute force. Progression is slower and more deliberate, making upgrades feel earned. While Beast Mode offers brief relief, it works as a survival tool, not dominance. This tighter design makes the Beast the most focused and engaging Dying Light yet. Shadow of War builds confidently on its predecessor, transforming Mordor into a reactive open world driven by player choice. The story continues Talion and Celebrimbor's fight against Sauron, blending familiar Tolkien elements with new characters and regional conflicts that unfold at a steady pace. Combat is fast and versatile, mixing stealth, melee, and supernatural abilities, while expanded skill trees support multiple playstyles. Fortress sieges add strategic weight, but the enhanced Nemesis system remains the core strength, creating personal rivalries and unexpected betrayals. Polished visuals and strong audio support an ambitious, deeply engaging action RPG experience. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth confidently expands the remake project into a full-scale open-world RPG that balances nostalgia with bold reinvention. The story follows Cloud and his companions beyond Midgar, reworking familiar plot lines while introducing new narrative threads that give the journey a different tone and direction. Its world is broad and varied, filled with meaningful side content, character-focused quests, and optional activities that support exploration rather than distract from it. Combat blends real-time action with tactical command elements, rewarding mastery and party synergy. Strong presentation, flexible progression systems, and standout character writing make Rebirth a defining modern JRPG.
Don't overdo it.
I'll take care of them. You'll see.
Fallout 4 delivers a vast open-world RPG that emphasizes player choice, exploration, and long-term consequence. Set in a ruined Boston, its story blends personal motivation with larger faction conflicts, asking players to navigate moral gray areas rather than clear-cut heroism. The world is dense with locations, side quests, and emergent encounters that reward curiosity. Combat modernizes the series by mixing real-time shooting with the tactical depth of VATS, while progression systems allow flexible character builds without rigid class limits. Despite interface and technical shortcomings, its freedom, atmosphere, and decision-driven narrative make Fallout 4 a compelling wasteland experience. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a confident reinvention that pushes the series fully into open-world RPG territory. Set in ancient Greece during the Peloponnesian War, its story blends personal family drama with large-scale political conflict, supported by meaningful dialogue choices and multiple endings. The world is vast, visually striking, and dense with activities that reward exploration rather than filler traversal. Combat emphasizes build freedom through varied weapons, skill trees, and gear progression, while naval battles add a strong secondary gameplay pillar. Though pacing issues and technical flaws surface, Odyssey's scope, flexibility, and systemic depth make it one of the franchise's strongest and most engaging entries. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 expands its grounded medieval RPG formula into a larger, more confident experience that emphasizes story, immersion, and skill-driven gameplay. Henry's journey continues with a politically charged narrative supported by strong characters and a dense, historically grounded world. Cities like Kuttenberg feel alive, while quests consistently afford filler through meaningful choices and varied objectives. Combat refines the first game's demanding melee system, rewarding preparation and progression without abandoning realism. Despite occasional technical issues and conflicts between linear storytelling and open-world freedom, its scale, writing quality, and systemic depth make it one of the most compelling open-world RPGs of its generation. Kenshi is an uncompromising open-world RPG that thrives on player-driven stories rather than scripted quests. Dropped into a harsh post-apocalyptic world, progression comes purely through survival, failure, and persistence. Its systems-driven design supports multiple playstyles, from lone scavenger to settlement leader managing research, labor, and defense. Exploration is tense, combat is unforgiving, and growth is deliberately slow, making every achievement feel earned. While its interface is clunky and the grind can be severe, Kenshi rewards patience with emergent narratives and deep freedom. Few RPGs offer this level of systemic ambition and long-term identity shaping. Fallout New Vegas is a messy, brilliant triumph of RPG design. Built on Fallout 3's creaky foundation and plagued by technical issues, Obsidian's Mojave Epic still shines thanks to exceptional writing, meaningful player choice, and unforgettable factions. Every quest feels reactive, every decision carries weight, and dialogue is as powerful a weapon as any gun. Yes, it crashes, it stutters, and it practically demands mods, but beneath the jank is one of the smartest role-playing games ever made. New Vegas doesn't just let you shape the wasteland, it forces you to live with the consequences. The Xenoblade Chronicles series stands as one of the most ambitious open-world JRPG sagas ever made. Each entry delivers expansive worlds built on bold concepts, supported by strong narrative focus and character-driven storytelling. Combat blends real-time positioning with strategic ability management, evolving across the series while maintaining depth and accessibility. Progression systems reward experimentation through classes, skills, and party customization, giving players constant room to refine their approach. While pacing and tutorials can be uneven, Xenoblade's commitment to world building, long-form storytelling, and mechanical variety makes the series a must-play for RPG fans seeking scope and substance. Oblivion redefined open-world RPGs by delivering unprecedented freedom, scale, and immersion. Set in the lush province of Cyrodiil, it offers a sprawling world filled with dungeons, cities, and branching quest lines that rarely feel disposable. Character creation and class customization allow deep role-playing flexibility, while progression adapts dynamically through level-scaled enemies. The main story is engaging but optional, letting exploration and side quests take center stage. Combat and stability show rough edges, yet strong presentation, memorable music, and extensive voice acting elevate the experience. Oblivion's ambition and depth cement its legacy as a genre-defining classic. The Witcher 3 is a slow burn that grows into one of the strongest open-world RPGs of its generation. Its main story lacks urgency at times, but the world surrounding it is dense, reactive, and consistently rewarding. Side quests and Witcher contracts deliver meaningful choices, strong writing, and consequences that outshine the critical path. Combat is fluid and responsive, supported by flexible character builds, useful alchemy, and impactful science. Even if the main story feels straightforward, the freedom to roam, interact, and shape the world makes this a modern classic. Tears of the Kingdom is a confident sequel that expands Breath of the Wild without losing what made it special. Its familiar structure opens into a far deeper sandbox, driven by creative systems like weapon fusion, object building, and free-form problem-solving. Hyrule feels fresh again thanks to meaningful world changes, layered exploration across the surface, sky and depths, and stronger enemy and boss variety. Storytelling is more ambitious, progression is flexible, and player choice shapes every encounter. Performance limits remain, but the sense of discovery, freedom, and scale consistently pushes the experience higher. Years after its broken launch, Cyberpunk 2077 shines as a sprawling, immersive RPG. Night City is massive and densely packed with quests, characters, and optional encounters, each worth exploring. Main story beats are solid, but the side content like Cyber Psycho hunts, gigs, and DLC Phantom Liberty truly elevates the experience. Combat is versatile, from guns and stealth to devastating quick hacks, letting V become a terrifying force of violence. Romance and dialogue offer meaningful choices, while the open world reacts to decisions. Minor bugs still appear here and there sometimes, but the sheer scale, story, and freedom make this one of the best modern RPGs that you should experience. Skyrim is an expansive open-world RPG where freedom reigns supreme. Players explore the frozen province of Skyrim, undertaking quests, joining factions, and shaping their hero through skills, combat styles, and moral choices. Dragons return to menace the land, offering thrilling battles and legendary loot, while towns, dungeons, and wilderness bristle with secrets. Character customization, spellcraft, and weapon mastery allow multiple playstyles, and the game's modular storylines make each playthrough unique. Its rich lore, memorable companions, and countless side quests create an immersive living world. Though aging technically, Skyrim remains a landmark RPG with nearly limitless exploration and replayability.
Think you can take me?
Elden Ring is From Software's most confident evolution yet, blending the studio's demanding combat with an open world built around freedom and discovery. Its story is intentionally opaque, but the mystery of the lands between, supported by strong art direction and environmental storytelling, gives exploration constant purpose. Combat expands on Dark Souls' foundations with Ashes of War, mounted battles, and flexible builds that reward experimentation. Progression is player-driven, letting you step away from difficulty spikes and grow stronger elsewhere. The result is a massive, rewarding RPG that respects player curiosity and sets a new benchmark for open-world design. Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are other open world RPGs that I haven't mentioned yet, so how about sharing your best open world RPGs that probably deserve the spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe the channel if you don't want to miss another great list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace.